What's going on, folks? Welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I'm doing a gift request today, and this kind of stuff, these connections on the channel are fun. Clifford Barnes, Cliff, first shout out to you. Thank you for making this gift to the channel. And it's of Tom Russell's Blue Wing. And Cliff is dedicating this to Dan Sigurdsson. And Cliff is from the US. He's living in France. Cliff, you said you're like homesick all the time, and the channel connects you to some sense of sanity. So I'm glad I could provide you that. The people on the channel can. Friendships are made, at least, web-based friendships are being made through the channel. And that's a beautiful thing for me to see. So I just love that. So I don't know the song, Blue Wing, but from Cliff in France, dedicating this to Dan Sigurdsson in Canada via way of the United States, New Jersey, in fact. Let's see what Tom's got for us. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Even the music has a Dan Sigurdsson feel.
He had a blue wing tattooed on his shoulder. Well, it might have been a bluebird, I don't know. But he'd get stone drunk, talk about Alaska, the salmon boats and 45 below.
Yeah, man.
He said he got that blue wing up in Walla Walla, and his cellmate there was little Willie John. And Willie, he was once a great blues singer, and Wing and Willie wrote him up a song. He said it's dark in here, can't see the sky, but I look at this blue wing and I close my eyes and I fly away beyond these walls, up above the clouds, where the rain don't fall on a poor man's dream.
Why one wing?
They paroled Blue Wing in August of 1963. He moved north picking apples to the town of Wenatchee. And then winter finally caught him in a rundown trailer park on the south side of Seattle, where the days grow gray and dark.
I've been there.
And he drank and he dreamt a vision of when the salmon still ran free, and his fathers crossed that wild old Bering Sea. And the land belonged to everyone, and there were old songs yet to sing. Now it's narrowed down to a cheap hotel and a tattooed prison wing. Hey, it's dark in here, can't see the sky, but I look at this blue wing and I close my eyes and I fly away beyond these walls, up above the clouds, where the rain don't fall on a poor man's dream.
I've been to Wenatchee.
Well, he drank his way to L.A., and that's where he died. And no one knew his Christian name, and there was no one there to cry. But I dreamt there was a funeral, a preacher in a cheap pine box, and halfway through the sermon, Blue Wing began to talk. He said it's dark in here, can't see the sky, but I look at this blue wing and I close my eyes and I fly away beyond these walls, up above the clouds, where the rain don't fall on a poor man's dream. Yeah, on a poor man's dream. Yeah, on a poor man's dream.
Wow. man, there are a lot of lyrics in that thing. But I mean, they flowed right along. They weren't just filler. Those things were meat. Of course, I was taken away with the visuals. And I mean, because I've been in Washington State and been all throughout it, up in the Olympics and the Cascades and, of course, Mount St. Helens and Rainier and out in Spokane and Yakima and on through Puyallup, all this. And so I could picture it. And went through Wenatchee, but up in Alaska. But what I don't get, all right, William Whalen wrote a song, It's Dark in Here. He had one blue wing. But what I don't get is, like, at his funeral, it said, he died in L.A. He drank his way to L.A. That's brilliant writing, by the way. He didn't just go to L.A. He didn't just die in L.A. That detail that he drank his way to L.A. I mean, what a way of wording what his life had become or what it was. But then the blue wing talked at, like, his funeral. Unless the way the song was sung, it sort of like was going back in time while he was still alive. But the artistic, creative mind and license that you take in writing songs, I guess it was like that blue wing still spoke to people. But that detail about his Christian name, like even that one, like nobody knew his Christian name. They knew him as Blue Wing. That was it. But like his regular birth Christian name as he spoke of it. And Blue Wing, it didn't say he was an Indian, like an American Indian, Native American Indian, but fascinating find. Some folks just know how to write a song, if Tom, whoever wrote this, but I mean, assuming it was Tom, but he also sang it just right on through. I mean, that was right there with John Prine, Jason Isbell, Tom T. Hall, just that ability to write, even Johnny Cash, like just right on through with the lyrics. No fear of overwhelming the listener. A song like this, the songwriter, and in this case, the performer as well, Tom, assumed a certain measure of intelligence on behalf of the listener. Otherwise, it would be difficult to sing this song. If you thought you were singing over people's heads, you wouldn't be able to sing it with the sort of conviction that he sang it with. All right, I'm going to rate this one. And Dan Sigurdsson, I don't know if you know this song. I'm going to guess you do because you pretty much know everything that comes down the pike. I'm coming in with a 9.1. That was a story. I just wish I knew who it was referring to. Some of you folks will know the actual person to whom this referred. But yeah, I mean, they didn't mention it. But he brought in William Whalen, which means this person has some kind of significance somewhere. And some of you folks will know what that is. So thank you for that, Clifford. That was just beautiful. And I hope you're doing well over there in France. I don't know where in France you are, but I know there's some good things that happen in France. I've been to France. I went skiing in the Alps once, but I've never been to Paris. I haven't been on the Mediterranean in France, nothing. So I know you've been drinking some French wines. I'm just going to guess. And anyhow, all right, folks. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.